de-escalation and price exhaustion. Do we need further news to pump the market? My name is Opi. I'm a prop trader from Hashedge, and I'm here showing up every day to give you daily crypto news and overall market technical analysis of Bitcoin and select altcoins. Let's just jump right straight into the content that we have for you today. We look at Will Clemente's tweet where he speaks to exactly my headline and the point I raised at the beginning of this video, which is right now there seems to be a bullish divergence from the price chart and the RSI, and this shows a waning, and like price is looking like it's stalling out for the near term and the short term. So that is quite interesting because you see the RSI is pointing downwards and the price is pointing upwards. So this is a bullish divergence. Is the RSI is forming a lower low and lower high. So while the price is showing a higher high and higher low. So that is quite interesting, and it tells us one thing. Do we need, and he's asking the same question, do we need something to push the price up? Maybe a news cycle, something like that. But right now we are seeing a lot of bullish narrative. JD Vance is going to be speaking at JD Vance is speaking in Las Vegas at Bitcoin 2025 conference this week. So this is quite interesting and bullish for the news. You see everyone just talking bullish narrative. 110 Bitcoin gone from exchanges in a month, and a lot of smart money is stacking and taking Bitcoin off exchanges and putting in their cold wallets. So that is just stacking Bitcoin. You see BlackRock CEO Larry Fink saying we'll be seeing Bitcoin well above 500,000 in the next 5 to 10 years, and he believes Bitcoin is $1 trillion asset. You see also Trim Dipper talking about Bitcoin, and that is going to gazillions infinity against the dollar.
The price of Bitcoin, I did say 250,000 by the end of this year, but you go out 10 years and the answer is infinity against the dollar, because there won't be a dollar. There won't be a need to have a dollar. Once I can buy my food, my clothing, my shelter, pay my taxes all in Bitcoin, and it's a better way to collect taxes for sure, then there won't be any reason to hold on to any Bitcoin. I mean, to hold on to any dollars. And Bitcoin will be the primary source of owning wealth. The price of Bitcoin, I did say.
So Bitcoin will be the primary source of owning wealth. We are here in a generational asset, generational wealth making opportunity, which we should take advantage of. So this is just going to be showing a lot of things that is going to happen in the market, and for us to get prepared to take advantage of this space. So we just want to really look at this tweet of ILO saying we should not, if you've missed this pump, this initial pump, don't think that you're sidelined. No, you are not sidelined, because fiscal responsibility has gone out the window, so risk assets will fly much higher. So we should be prepared for a lot of volatility to come across the space. So there will be rampant opportunities for us, for everyone, to take advantage and to make money in this space. Now we just move on to more geopolitics, and David Sachs visited the UAE, and he had a meeting with the high officials. David Sachs, the crypto and AI czar of the White House, and his goal was to make sure America is the world's go-to partner for AI and emerging tech. Of course, UAE is being ranked as the #1 in the world for crypto adoption, with over 25% of the population owning cryptocurrency. And the message is clear here: America needs friends to stay ahead in the AI race and diplomacy, not just devices who will decide who leads. So this is quite important, and why I selected this tweet is because I found this tweet insightful and educative. Is for us to pay more attention of the AI space, and we know that things in AI will run, and in the near term, in the short to medium term, AI will lead the world. So we have to be positioned ourselves in strong projects and strong companies that have good fundamentals in the AI space, for us to make money from their upswing. you see US is announcing a China trade deal, and also Ukraine and Ukraine and Russia will be meeting on Thursday in Turkey for a renegotiation and resolution, possible resolution that will come out from that. So that is quite interesting. We go back to this tweet by Conor McGregor, going to meet with El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele to discuss building a Bitcoin reserve in Ireland. I believe Conor McGregor is being positioned, and I think he's campaigning or something, or he wants to run for the president or prime minister of Ireland. I believe that is in the works. I don't know how far along he has come of that, but I believe all of this is what is going on. I just highlight this tweet just to point out and for us to be cautious whenever we see all these big celebrities. I love the guy. I used to watch him when he was in his prime, and great guy. Especially when he walks in the stage, it's quite interesting. But the point is, Conor McGregor and celebrities as a whole, whenever they come into this space, and we have seen that times without number, and there's a pattern with that. So that is like, it tells us like maybe we are getting to the tippy top of the market in the near term, and so maybe celebrities will just suddenly come out, and next thing they know about Bitcoin, and they start speaking about it, and they are evangelists for the space. So that shows a lot of unnecessary euphoria coming in this space. So that just gives us a sign that we might be getting to the near term, the local top of the market. So maybe we'll be expecting a further pullback in the near term, and for a correction for all these unnecessary bullish narratives we see from people that are not conversant to this space, so to say. So this is just a warning caution for us to just be cautious out there, and to take precaution, so that we don't get chopped up, we don't lose money, because we are here to make money as traders. So we just look at the fear and greed index, and we see we are sitting at the same level we were at yesterday at 70 levels. So nothing has moved there, but we remain in greed territory. Looking at the overall crypto bubbles and the overall cryptocurrency market, you can see just a few. It stands out. A lot of it is in red. And we are losing money across the board. A lot of people are losing money holding spots or doing whatever they're doing, but a lot of tokens are correcting in the near term. So we see only what stands out is Pi from WIF, that's Dog with Art, and Pepe, Casper, Tau, SPX, Virtual, FLOKI. So you see all these ones are actually bullish. So you see that in everything I just mentioned, there's a lot of meme coins there. So meme coins is something, like we have always said, meme coins, AI is something we are watching, and we'll continue to watch, and layer ones we'll continue to watch in the near term, and looking at it overall. Looking at the Bitcoin chart, which we are jumping into. That's the reason why we are here, and we are here to make money. We're looking at it on the daily chart. You see we got rejected at the 105 levels, 105,000 levels, and we got rejected there, which is healthy for this market. So we might see an immediate pullback, maybe to 100,000, 99,000 thereabout levels. If we reject that and we drop down further, we'll be looking for support around 97,000 to around 95,000, and that will be reclaiming. If we can reclaim that support, then we'll be looking for an upside back to the other side. So these are levels for us to watch. Looking at the RSI, we seem to be pointing down, so it looks like a short-term correction is in the cards. Then we see the volume pretty much lackluster. We seem to be declining right now, so that tells us like volume is waning, momentum is waning. We seem to have hit a roadblock, which is good. Resistance right now, I think, is healthy, and it's corrective at this moment. So it's for us to correct it, get our gears together, and look for possible positions for an upswing back up, or a correction to the downside. So we'll be looking for higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs. And that is what Korush is saying in his tweet here. 80% of his trading returns come from breakouts. Look at that, lower highs, lower lows, and which will be favoring shorts, higher highs, higher lows, which will favor long. So all of this is just to catch breakouts and down price after price consolidation. So right now we seem to be entering a consolidation zone. So we'll be watching that to see if we are going to be consolidating for the time being, then, or if any news is going to pump the price. So we'll be watching out for news, because we see a lot of things going to be happening this week. Like on Thursday, the PPI economic data is going to be out, retail sales, jobless claims, and Powell is actually going to be speaking on Thursday too. So we see on Friday, inflation expectation and consumer sentiment analysis is going to be dropped. So a lot of this week is going to be is going to be rife with a lot of economic data. So that would most likely impact the market. So other than that, we just see what is going to be happening and across the space. So we just look at Litecoin, something we are quite bullish on because of the price action and something that is doing quite well. So we see we are at the $100 levels, and we've got rejected also at the $103 levels. So we seem to be consolidating at the moment too. Looking at the volume is kind of lackluster also. Looking at RSI is pointing downwards, and it looks to be pointing sideways movement. So we'll be expecting some consolidation and sideways movement for the near term. If there's further news or further bullish narrative that might pump the price, who knows, maybe that will come out. But we still stay here, we are watching, and we keep on looking at the chart right now. If you're in a trade, good for you, you made it. Take some profit off the table and just play with house money and let it ride, and let's see if we try to go back to the upside. If we get rejected a second time, then that's when I would suggest take everything off the table, because most times it's like you're trying to enter a door and you're trying to break a door. Most likely, once you break a door, highly likely, if you try 3 times and you don't enter, most likely we are going to fail. That means we failed and we are going to go back down. So the bulls failed to pump the price up. But most likely, maybe after the second time, if we try the second time and we break it, then most likely we are going, and the bulls have won against the bears, and we'll be going for a further upswing. We look at Dogecoin, which is something we have been quite monitoring since yesterday. So we see we got rejected around the rejected around the 100 around the $2 25 cents level, and now we are holding support around the 23 cents level. So this 23 cent level support is quite good. Though we just see if we continue to consolidate around this level. You see that the RSI, we seem to be in overbought territory. We are inching into the overbought territory, not really overbought. So we just continue to watch this chart, because this is quite interesting, and Dogecoin is something that's interesting. If Elon Musk tweets, then there will be further movement upwards. But we look at this level at the top, which is around the 30 cents level. So that will be very, very good runs, because we see a lot of activity has happened in this zone in previous times in the history of the chart. So this is quite interesting for the Dogecoin chart. So this is something to look for this week. Anyways, overall, just going back for this week, and just to conclude this video, overall this week we'll remain cautious and we just continue to look. It looks like we have come to a lookout top right now on Bitcoin and across all charts that we looked at today, and that just tells us maybe price is being exhausted for now. So this is just time for us to consolidate our ideas, consolidate our positions, and to look for fresh positions where we take advantage and make money, because that's why we're here, showing up every day, and you guys are here. Thank you for watching my videos, because you are here to make money, and we are here together, and we are here together to go from zero to Ferrari. See you tomorrow. Bye.